So everyone always wants to know, how do I find the biggest movers, most volatile, most explosive stocks of the day? There's 4 scans I'm going to go over today. These are 4 scans that I've either been running or slight iterations of these for literally 15 years every single day to spot the most biggest movers, most potentially volatile, wild moving stocks to upside as well as the downside. I mean, these are the same scans you look for shorts as well as longs. So that being said, I am lead trainer with StocksToTrade, Tim Bohen. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get right into it. Okay, listen, all of these scans are built into StocksToTrade, which is obviously I'm a little bit biased. Click the link below to get a fully functional trial. You can check out all of these features. But that being said, you can replicate a lot of these scans. I'm going to talk you through a couple of them that you could maybe come close. There are 2 absolute proprietary scans. So basically 2 you could replicate, 2 you can't replicate because StocksToTrade is so incredible and so awesome. And yes, I am biased, but I love it. You see me use it every single day on pre-market prep. I don't know how I would work without it. I mean, it's become integral to my workflow, my work process, my trading success, etc. So anyway, a simple scan that, again, this one you could probably replicate about anywhere, is just the top percent gainer. So what this is just looking for stocks between 25 cents and $20, trading more than 10,000 shares on the day and up more than 5%. Very simple scan, but it's a real-time screener. So when I come in the morning and actually all day, like if you're familiar with like web page heat maps where they'll show where people's eyes go. I mean, my eyes are always in this upper left-hand corner, especially looking at those top percent gainers for the biggest movers, as well as the new high day list. And I talk about the new high day list in a different video. That's more of an intraday. We're talking about like beginning the day. Okay, again, all of these scans, you get up in the morning. If you're like me, you get up at 4:35 a.m. If you're like a lazy, degenerate, losing trader, you get up at 9:30 a.m. and you miss the whole pre-market. But anyway, hopefully you're somewhere in between. I mean, I'm not saying you got to be an absolute psychopath like me and get up at 4:30 in the morning, but I think it helps. So anyway, that being said, top percent gainers, just a simple scan looking for liquid stocks that are up big on the day. And you can see, most time these are going to be low price stocks. And why less than $20? I mean, that is kind of that cutoff point where you don't get the extreme volatility unless you got like a PGY. Actually, PGY, this stock, it's like a 500,000 floater. Pretty incredible. Started the day at 2, just hit, or started the week at 2, just hit 24, 25. Okay, that shows you the power of these big movers. So the next scan that I'm going to talk about is a stock scan that is specifically geared towards PGY, well, until it breaks 20. Now, you understand you can adjust these criteria. I think, and it's been proven over time, that again, those low price, less than $20 movers are the biggest movers, okay? But what this scan does is you can see this is my low float news scan, okay? And what I am looking for specifically with this is stocks that have earnings, SEC filings, or news either, within the last 24 hours or today, okay? Basically, both of those criteria are in play. Then, basically something. Now, we also interpret the news. I'm not necessarily super picky when we're talking about low float land. We just know that if there's something, it's a catalyst, and we can drill down from there, okay? Doesn't mean you trade any stock with news, but this scan finds me those low floaters that are gapping up in pre-market. Then I go through my process, okay? Actually, we have a whole series on the channel on the day trade worksheet, okay? We have that day trading mini course, which I'm sure we'll link it somewhere, okay? But it's also on the channel. It's in one of the series, okay? Then we take that news and we run it through the process and see if it's an actionable trade idea. But first we got to generate ideas. We need tickers, okay? So this is giving me filings, news, and earnings today or within the last 24 hours, less than $20, less than 10 million float. Again, you can tweak these criteria. I mean, listen, if you look for less than 15 million float, less than 20 million float, even less than 50 million float is, truly low float. So, something I talk about, look at the float of Apple, billions of shares. Look at the float of Microsoft, billions of shares, okay? even if you're talking less than 100 million, still low float-ish, you'll hear me say. So basically, less than 10 million would be what I would consider a true low float. Less than 100 million is low float-ish. You know, that's my jargon, okay? Then we're just looking for big gainers, you know, up more than 10% on the day. Simple criteria that gives us most days this scan, you know, I'm recording middle of the day. Most days in pre-market, you'd end up with half a dozen stocks, okay? Then you can run those stocks through the process. You know, what is the news? Is it earnings? Is it actionable news? Is it fluff news? What's the chart history, etc.? Again, I go through all of that in the day trading course. All right, now let's talk about proprietary screeners, which are my two favorites, okay? Oracle, okay, listen, Oracle is an absolutely indispensable tool, okay? And I'm not gonna go in depth in Oracle because there's a bunch of videos and it takes some time. This is a proprietary algorithm that is immensely powerful. You see me using it every single day on StocksToTrade Advisory. I don't know what I'd do without it. Now, I didn't have it. Oracle is new as of 4 to 5 years ago, but it's just amazing because with one click, you get a list of the most potentially volatile stocks, 15 most, roughly half are longs, roughly half are shorts, and then it guides you through the trade with signals as well as resistance and support levels that literally walk you through the trade, okay? So you can come in tomorrow morning, one click with Oracle, 15 stocks, you know what price they are, you know how much up they are, you can see the market cap, the float, you know, all of the long as well as short resistance levels, etc. And then you've got an indicator that tells you whether the stock is currently bullish or bearish, etc. Just an immensely powerful tool. Check it out. And then the last one, again, and I know I'm a little repetitive, but I don't know what I would do without it. And you see this every day. If you're on pre-market prep, remember I'm live every single day, 8:30 Eastern. Click the link below, check it out, okay? You know, okay? The proof is in the pudding, okay? Every day, I'm looking at breaking news. And what breaking news is, it's a human screener, but it's two analysts with over 25 years experience apiece, and they're watching every news feed, every Twitter pumper, every chat pumper. You know, one of the most often questions I get is, how do you spot chat pumps? I don't spot them. I let the guys in breaking news do it, okay? And what's great about them, they're looking for news across the spectrum. For everything from, listen, the best way, I'm telling you, I'm not much of an OTC guy, you know, these 2-cent OTC stocks. I'm telling you, if you're an OTC trader, excuse my French, but you are bat bleep crazy to not have breaking news, okay? Especially when it comes to these OTCs pumps, nobody spots, nobody. Again, it's not my style. I don't really trade the trash, true penny stock OTCs. Nobody's faster than breaking news on that. If that's your niche, I'm telling you, you can forget the rest of this video. But if you're an OTC trader, get breaking news, okay? And then the nice thing is, I mean, you can see McDonald's had some news, raising the price of the cheeseburger. Well, there's inflation for you. But, you know, even the NASDAQ, Microsoft, etc. So they're walking you through everything from 1-cent penny stocks to the low float chat pumps, all the way through to real stocks like McDonald's at, you know, what, $200 a share or whatever, okay? So, yeah, 256, okay? So get breaking news, get Oracle, get the top percent gainers, and get the low float news scan. And I tell you, you can massively shortcut your workflow, your time to spot those trades. I mean, listen, most of you are probably part-time, okay? Listen, I hope you're part-time, okay? Literally, I hope you are a part-time trader, because trading, especially in the beginning, you're not, you know, it's going to be a rocky road. Keep that day job. Take advantage of these tools to spot the best opportunities, grow your account over time, build your skills over time, then boom, quit the job and go full time. All right. Check out the StocksToTrade Advisory. Again, you see me running these scans every single morning. Click that link below and we'll see you next time.